Hi, welcome to Black University Classes in Session. Every week we have student interviews based on the quarter topics, but this week, and with school almost being out, I'm just going to ask one of my students some general questions about her school year and just about life in general. So before we start, we always start with an affirmation. So the affirmation is, I embrace my truth. I say it, you say it, and we say it together. Okay? So I embrace my truth.
I embrace my truth.
And then we say it together.
I embrace my truth.
I embrace my truth side. And then with that said, is embracing what you believe and what's true for you. And it may not be true for everyone else, so you embrace what is true for you. Okay? So I just have a few questions for you. Before we do that, introduce yourself to everyone. Tell me your name, your grade.
Hi, my name is Ashley and I'm in the 5th grade.
Okay, so Ashley's in 5th grade. My first question for you is, do you like to read?
It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's not bad for me either.
Okay, so what are your favorite types of books?
My favorite type of books are sometimes chapter books. It depends what type of, I usually like pretty funny books.
So what's your favorite chapter book?
Usually the ones that I always check out are the Judy Moody books.
Judy
Moody.
Judy Moody? What are those books about?
It's about this girl that's kind of crazy and
She's like moody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, if you had to write a book about your life, what would it be called?
I don't know. It kind of depends on what I would write. So if it was about my life story, I would probably name it. I'm not sure actually.
So like for me, I know if I had a book right now at this very moment, my book would be called Ever Evolving, because I'm always talking about, when I do my motivational quotes on social media, I'm always talking about growth and always wanting to grow, and ever meaning I'm never gonna not grow. And I feel like in my life, especially now, you guys know I'm in grad school too, I'm always growing, I'm always going to another destination. So my book would just be about me growing through every level of my life. So you don't know?
No, I still don't know.
I'm gonna come and ask you that question again. So, school is coming to an end. Are you excited?
Kind of. I'm kind of gonna be worried because since I'm going into middle school and I've been here since kindergarten, it's definitely gonna be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's gonna be really different. But what was your favorite part about this school year?
This school year, I feel like I got to learn about a lot more stuff than what I used to know. I got new best friends and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed how my teachers, how they taught. It was really a really fun experiment, because last year it was kind of the same, but of course you weren't here. So it was kind of difficult because we had kind of a rough year last year because the teacher had her daughter in the same class that she was, and it was kind of always bullying the teacher.
Yeah. So. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What is one thing you learned this year?
One thing I learned this year. I actually kind of learned that I like science.
You like science? I like science too. What are your plans for the summer?
I don't have any plans because it depends on my mom's job, but I'm probably going to end up going visit a couple of my friends, and since we're going to the same middle school, it's definitely going to be a lot easier.
Okay. And you are going to 6th grade, so what advice will you give an incoming 5th grader?
I would advice, how advice?
What advice would you give them, or any tips? They're about to be the leader of the school now.
I would say to them, try and be an example to lower, because when they were, I guess, in 4th to below grades, they would kind of see what 5th graders would do, and they would copy what they would do. So
be an example, a good example. I like that. Is there anything else you want to say? No? Well, thank you for interviewing with me. You are a very bright young lady. You're very sweet, and I noticed that throughout the school year, despite what you were going through, or despite anybody else being mean to you, you always stayed very neutral and still very sweet, and that's a great quality to have, because in life, people are going to be very rude to you, very mean to you, but as long as you continue to be the light, you're always going to be above them. So what I always say is you rise above the adversity, you rise above what people are pushing onto you. It's a really great quality to have. So thank you for interviewing me.
Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell to not miss any new videos.
This has been Black University, class dismissed.